This segment is sponsored by iChiro Clinics and Peak Performance Integrated Medicine. Healthcare is ever changing. New technology, new understandings, new ways of helping people live healthier lives. And Dr. Michael Quast is here to tell us more about how that impacts the work that he does. Hi, Dr. Quast.
How you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. This is a never-ending battle for you, is helping people understand changes in the way they can keep their bodies healthy to drag them around this earth for a good long time.
Yeah, exactly. It's a full-time job just trying to keep up, which is kind of tough for people. So all of you guys out there listening, it's kind of hard for you to keep up because it's a full-time job for me to keep up. And so a lot of the old models are entrenched, some of them 50 years old. Things like your back pops out, you pop it in. That's not actually how it works, but most people believe that and they think that. And so they're just not up to speed on some of the new things, the new models about muscle and the receptors in the muscle and how those muscles are working and holding the body in the positions that it is, and your compensation patterns like we talked about last time, where if I'm like this, I can go to the gym all day, it doesn't fix this, it just makes the pattern stronger.
Hmm.
That's all just new stuff. We've got new technology with the computers, the computerized adjustments. Not only do they do the treatment, but they are an analytical process as well. So the machines will measure the motion of each segment of the spine to find where those muscles are tight, and then can actually treat them without needing to be twisted and turned. And then you get into the biologics, with all of the different products that are. A lot of people call them stem cells, but they're actually called human cellular tissue products, where you can even use your own platelet-rich plasma from our own bodies and put that into joints and muscles to help it heal faster. And our medical team does a great job with that. Even with some of what people call stem cells is the human cellular tissue product again, but where they actually harvest those cells from the tissue and umbilical cords after a mom and a baby go home from the hospital, umbilical cord into the trash. Well, now they save those, process that, pull those cells out, and those can go into a person and help try to regenerate tissue, which
Hmm.
our medical team is doing that. So there's just so much stuff that can't even cover it all.
Yeah, it only makes sense. I mean, we make advances in medicine all the time. Why would people expect that you would stay mired in some old way of doing things when you have found this technology, these things that help people live better lives?
Yeah, really, that's the bottom line. Even that as a model has changed. So the old model used to be just symptomatic care, meaning
Mhm.
get rid of your symptoms, which is why we had the old opioid epidemic and still do, because there's a lot of people that are still just on that mask my symptom kick. They're not fixing what's wrong. The new model is using more of a quality of life, meaning how do I get to my casket with the best quality of life possible, up and about, doing things active right up to the day I die. That is a different product in healthcare than the product of just my symptom managing, right? So even that model has changed, and that's across the board. A lot of the doctors that I talk to, that's really what people are looking for is we all want to be old and doing what we want to do right up to the day we die, not sitting in a rocking chair because we don't want to, or sitting in a nursing home. Not that some of those aren't great, but you want to be able to do what you want to do, right? And have that quality of life. And we're able to achieve that by looking at things from a different perspective with some of these new models.
All right, folks, if you'd like to get the very latest in treatment and have a conversation with Dr. Quast or his team, you may do so. You can book an appointment on their website. It is peakperformanceintegratedmedicine.org. Thanks, Dr. Quast.
Thank you.